what's going on, wrestling fans? It is an exciting time because we are getting down to the wire here. Today's show is not a pay-per-view, but it's very important because it's building up to a huge pay-per-view event, Rage in a Cage 2. So that means that this is the Undercard Season 7, Episode 13, Keys to the Cage. Welcome in, everybody. I just want to quickly thank anyone who watched last week's show. It popped off on YouTube. I think last week was one of the highest viewed episodes, probably because of that main event. And the winner and new Undercard champion is, in fact, Bugs Bunny. So that means we need to find out who's the number one contender. Let's look into the card. For today, speaking of number one contenders, it's the number one contendership for the Tag Team Championship. It's Green Team versus Mickey Mouse once again, and the winner, obviously, will face the Steiner Brothers at Rage in a Cage 2 next week. Then we have Jerry Lawler versus Muertes. Then we've got Starlight Kid versus Carmella in what could potentially lead into a women's championship match, although this isn't technically a number one contenders match. Sometimes the rankings are a little bit, it's a close call between these two and Chun-Li, who's a former champion. So we'll see what happens with this. And then, of course, we got to go to the bottom of the rankings. We've got the first intergender match of Season 7, where it's Bully Ray versus ODB. The reason this match is happening is because they are both 0-5. They have not gotten a single win in their respective divisions, and we had a match like this last season, Coco Beware versus April O'Neil, so we gotta have this match here today. And then we've got Rikishi versus Chucky. And then we've got Kurt Angle versus Rhino. And then, of course, our main event, number one contender match, winner will face Bugs Bunny at Rage in a Cage 2. It's Chris Jericho versus Neo in a rematch of Code Breakers. But this time, a lot more is on the line, because that will determine like a 1 in 4 chance of winning Season 7. So there's a lot at stake here today. Let's start with the opening contest. And don't forget, if you're watching live, there are some commands that you can use in Twitch chat. There's a exclamation point undercard that explains kind of what the show is, and then exclamation point champs that shows off who our current champions are. Obviously, the current tag team champions are the Steiner Brothers, and this match will determine who will face them at Rage in the Cage. Backflip by Mickey Mouse, who just got knocked down by Green Lantern. This is DC versus Disney, and we've seen this match before, but there's a lot more on the line this time with that contendership hanging in the balance. Drop kicks missing by a mile. Welcome to the show. Getting tackled there. Green Lantern just trying to knock Mickey Mouse down and keep him there, but I guarantee you one thing, Disney does not bow for anyone. Tag to Minnie now. And she's trying to get involved, but Mickey Mouse is stealing the spotlight as usual. The only married couple in the undercard. Thank God for that. That would be awkward if Green Lantern and Green Arrow got married. But hey, who's to say what's wrong with that, I'm pitching ideas here. That sounds like an HBO special right there. Face first into the turnbuckle. Anyway, back to the action. Green Arrow now going to punish Minnie in the corner with those kicks to the midsection. Off the ropes. Here comes the rebound. Jumps over and just kicks him right down. Quick and agile as both of these competitors face off against each other. Green Arrow is quick. But you got to remember, so is Minnie Mouse, and we're always surprised by what she is actually able to do inside of the squared circle. She's shown off her speed. She's shown off her submission skills. What else does she have in her back pocket? Oh boy, getting kicked down there. Green Lantern was tagged in. And I think so is Mickey Mouse. From behind, goodbye, face first. STO takedown, and now Green Lantern with the power of the Lantern core, face buster off the ropes. Just trying to do anything he can to Mickey and getting countered there, missing a spear by a mile. Mickey takes advantage with the roll-up, but not even a one-count. Tag made to his partner. The green team, former champions, want to get back into that title picture, obviously. Who wouldn't? That's what you're fighting for. It's all fun and games, but then you got to take it seriously when the gold is at stake. And here comes Mickey Mouse with a kick to the ass. Oh boy!
Yes!
Swanton by Mickey. And a tag to Minnie. Suplex.
Nice
Oh, wait a minute.
teamwork.
That's the Disney Magic Killer, the double team move. And my phone is making all kinds of alerts. Thank you for the retweets. I'm assuming that's what that is. The show is live. This is the first match of 7. We got the traditional 7-match setup here in the undercard, except for the debut episode, Jackhammer, the halfway point, and of course the finale, which is only a few weeks away. This is episode 13, and we're building towards the next pay-per-view, Rage in a Cage 2, where all the matches will be in a steel cage. We're trying to turn that into a seasonal show, and it's going to be a great one as Mickey trying to handle green team outside. A lot of chaos here in front of the audience. Steel chair involved, barricade involved. The crowd's even getting involved, and Mickey denies getting in the ring. They're going to continue on the outside. I think they're trying to throw each other back in, and it's just not working. There we go. Back in the ring, that's where things matter. That's where the falls will count. Everybody back inside. Let's get some order here. Slap to the chest. Misses a kick. Minnie Mouse back to the corner. Here comes Mickey. Oh boy! That's the only impression I can do. You're welcome. That's it. That's where it starts and ends. And a super duper high kick straight to the face. Minnie Mouse with a big roundhouse kick. Got him stunned. And now Mickey's trying to take advantage, but he got countered there with a bulldog. And now Green Lantern is back in here. The powerhouse of the green team. Lantern with the power. And there's the face buster. Spinning face buster. Almost like a Sister Abigail. That is actually a spear by Lantern. Lots of finishers and signature moves here by Green Team. That was actually another spear. I'm trying to say what's happening, and Green Team doesn't give a shit about the commentary. Lantern's trying to end the damn match. Jackhammer. Good God. Green Team is on fire with the offense. I can't even get a word out. Scoop slam. Minnie Mouse trying to strike back here. Slap to the face. Armbar. This match could end at any second. We've seen those submissions end a match early, but it wasn't meant to be there. Strike battle. I was trying to say that the twisting face buster there is actually Green Arrow's finisher, and I believe that's Minnie Mouse's finisher, that high roundhouse kick. And there's a bow and arrow stretch by Green Arrow. Of course, who better to do a bow and arrow stretch than somebody literally named Green Arrow? Tag made for both partners. Oh my God, there's so much action going on. I'm trying to do the commentary, but sometimes it gets fast-paced. Sometimes it gets crazy here in the undercard. Reverse drop DDT. Mickey Mouse gonna take advantage off of that big move. No, he's not! Sunset flip, powerbomb 1, 2 for the win, but Minnie Mouse with the interruption, and look at the reversal there. And what the heck is Mickey Mouse doing? Karate chops to the neck. Sure, why not? Throw that in there too. Oh boy, I don't know what that elbow was aiming for, but it missed. Both members of Mickey and Minnie getting knocked down now. Green Arrow trying to continue the offense, but he's dealing with both members of the tag team, and he's getting uppercutted for it. It's hard to go 2-on-1. Bulldog. Slow recovery. 15 minutes into the opening match. Number 1 contendership on the line. Tag to Green Lantern. He's used the spear. He's used the jackhammer, and he tried to use the spear again, but he missed. Reverse drop DDT by Minnie Mouse. And is it going to be a Dominator? She got up groggy. Oh, but she hit her kick anyway. Minnie with the high kick. 1, 2, and it wasn't meant to end there either. We've seen more signatures and finishers in this match than ever before. There's another! 1, 2. There were no people on that ride. Disney is now closed. Roll up, but I don't believe that was the right person. Wait, no, maybe it was. Okay, trying to keep track of the tags. The referee's job is not easy. Dominator by Green Lantern, but I believe Green Arrow is actually the legal partner in this one. Oh, Destino! Good God, what a move. Destino. Is it Destino or Destino? Either way, it was an Ultimo DDT, and there's another finisher by Minnie Mouse. She's pulling out all the stops, and she's waving to the crowd. Pirouette by Green Lantern in the corner, but the ropes were there. And Mickey now going to salute the fans. And this one's for all you Disney heads out there. There's almost a 3 and another Ultimo DDT. And another sunset flip. And look at the German by Minnie Mouse as she's trying to distract her partner. What the heck is going on? 2.5. Maybe she got confused there. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and there was an elbow to the face of Mickey Mouse. Back to the corner you go. Green Lantern is in. And here comes a double team. Jackhammer and a shooting star. You ain't gonna get up from that unless you're Mickey fucking Mouse and you're filled with the power of fireworks and children's dreams. From behind, tilt-a-whirl. Tag to Minnie. There's the kick. Put it away. Cover. 1, 2. Green Lantern just got there in time like a James Gunn reboot. Where's the damn Snyder cut? Goodbye. Exploder off the rebound. Minnie Mouse wants a taste of the gold again, and you can tell it here. She is fueled up in this one, but she just got clotheslined. I don't know where this one's going to end. It's been back and forth. There's a roll-up, but Lantern was standing right there to interrupt the 3 count. Kick combo by Green Lantern. Finish! Cover! 1, 2, and Adam Anderson had his back turned for 1 second. That was all that green team needed to survive that fall. Tag made. Mickey is back in. Oh boy! They were going for the magic killer, but got interrupted. Moonsault 1, 2. Hey, wait a minute! She didn't get back to her corner. Jackhammer. Mickey Mouse getting split in half. This isn't Kingdom Hearts. Uppercut. But it could be. This isn't Kingdom Hearts, but there is a key involved. It's the keys to the cage! As the winner will go on to Rage in the Cage 2 next week. That's going to be a huge show. I can't fucking wait for that one. Drop down DDT and a sunset flip powerbomb. Everybody's getting hit by something. Can Minnie get there back in time? And she did. Oh boy, schoolboy. Dropped on his head. 1, 2, and no! That was the perfect opportunity for the 3, but somehow there was a kick out. Lantern was distracted, but it wasn't for long enough. There's going to be a rope break off of that one. Good call by the referee, Adam Anderson. Twisting facebuster. It's over. But Minnie Mouse says, no, it's not. God damn it, this one could go forever. Why are you dancing? Get back to your corner, you weirdo. Did you know they turned Twilight Zone Tower of Terror into the Guardians of the Galaxy ride? Did you guys know that? That's a real thing that happened. Isn't that sad? That's like the worst fate that ride could ever get. Finisher by Green Arrow, excuse me. Will Green Lantern get involved? And he does, and it's over! Green Team once again at the end. Got the much-needed 3 count. And they will face the Steiner brothers next week. They added a whole cutscene to explain why Mickey Mouse is topless? I thought it was just his character. He's a mouse. He doesn't really need to wear clothes at all. I'm not saying he should be naked, but, you know, have a little decency, Mickey. Next up, we've got Jerry Lawler versus Mil Muertes. Fight. And Jerry Lawler has wrestled pretty much everybody in the book from all around the world. And now he has to face the Puerto Rican Hellbringer, the man that embraces death itself. He welcomes it. He opens the door for the Grim Reaper and he says, come right in, let's fight. This is Mil Muertes. If you do not watch Lucha Underground, you at least need to keep an eye out for Mil Muertes. He is a scary, big, powerful dude. He enjoys the pain. He probably said thank you when he got hit by that elbow just now. He's sick. He's twisted. He's not a normal human being. Where other wrestlers may stop due to injury, Mil Muertes would get injured and then go back wrestling the next day. Yeah. He does not give a damn. Leg lock onto Jerry Lawler, who's got the edge and experience at least. Elbow again. Knocks him down. Sleeper hold applied. Just trying to slow down Mil Muertes. But that's like putting a roadblock in front of an 18-wheeler. I don't think that's going to really work. Blocks the strike there. And that's what Mil Muertes really should do in this matchup, because Jerry Lawler, say what you want, does have a dangerous right hand, and he's going for the choke. Playing a little bit of dirty tactics. We'll see if that works out later. Oh my God, you ran into a brick wall. Press slam. Your favorite wrestler is King from Tekken. He was not drafted into the undercard, but it might happen in the future. Who knows? But Nacho Libre is in the tag division. Nacho Libre is a tag team with Napoleon Dynamite. They're called Comedy Duo. Stomping to the leg, Mil Muertes just going to lay on some punches. The entire roster is listed in my Discord under hashtag rankings and roster. There's a whole section for Undercard in the Discord. Chop to the head. So if you're interested in like who's in the show. If you're not completely following it, or if you're not able to catch up with every episode, which is completely fine, there's a whole listing of, like, who's in and who's winning. There's a clothesline. Lawler falls to his feet. And look at this stretch and a stomp to the back. Mil Muertes bringing the pain, and Jerry Lawler again with the sleeper hold in the center. That is not to put him to sleep. That's just to stop him from inflicting more damage off the ropes. Here comes Lawler. Wait a minute. Couldn't get what he wanted, but he punched him anyway. Elbows all over. In the corner we go.
Yep.
Chokeslam denied. Whatever Lawler had planned, it got scrapped from the schedule.
Yep.
Chokeslam again by Mil Muertes. He's on fire now. Watch out. From behind. Back stabber. Knees to the back, and Lawler with a history of injuries. This man survived a damn heart attack. Maybe Mil Muertes respects that. Jerry Lawler actually had a heart attack on an episode of Monday Night Raw. That's a real thing that happened. I didn't just make that up just now. That's actually real. Facebuster. It was fucking nuts. Oh no. Oh no. From the corner. Spear. Broken in half. 1, 2. Rolls over into the cover by the 2.5. That was a crazy-ass spear by Mil Muertes, and I don't know how Jerry Lawler got a shoulder up after that. And now Jerry Lawler has no choice but to throw hands. When you are pushed down to the wire, you got to strike immediately back. You do not want to be a sinking ship against Mil Muertes. Oh, low blow. Caught him with a back kick. Going up high. Are we going to see the fish drop? And we do, but he missed. He just barely missed that fish drop, and he had to go for the low blow again. The signature fist drop by Jerry Lawler, face first into the corner, and a belly to belly. He might have gone right into those ropes. That is an underrated offensive maneuver right there. If you get thrown into the ropes, there's the flatliner. You might be in trouble. Finisher. 1, 2, and it's done. It's all done. The end. The flatliner did it. Action continues here in the Undercard Season 7, Episode 13. With women's division action. I mentioned that Starlight Kid versus Carmella is high ranking. It's not guaranteed to get them a title shot, but it is possible. We'll see how this one pans out. This is a big matchup for a couple reasons. Forearm to the chest of Carmella. Gonna start off with offensive maneuvers by Starlight Kid. This is a big matchup because Starlight Kid had a huge, long, like one of the greatest matches we've ever seen against Chun-Li. Couldn't capitalize, but then Chun-Li lost her title the next time it was on the line. So Starlight Kid has been in the running for the gold in the women's division for a little bit here now. And just shy of having an opportunity. And Carmella, obviously, a former champion. So Carmella wants to get back in the title picture as well. And she's maybe only 1 or 2 steps away right now and slides under the legs of Starlight Kid, which is kind of impressive because Starlight Kid is like 4'1". Literally like wrestling a child. Starlight Kid, I believe, is the shortest. She's like 4'11". She's like the shortest wrestler ever, I think. I'm pretty sure. Other than the, short people. Other than like Hornswoggle. Yeah! But, legit. Oh boy. 21. I don't know what that means. Going up top. Is that... Oh, frog splash! What? Are you saying her age? She is young, too. Yeah, Starlight Kid is very young. And just driving those forearms into the neck and chest and throwing Carmella outside of the ring. Carmella getting back in here. So focused on what she looks like. Maybe she's getting distracted. Drop kick into the corner. That one came with a receipt. One. Headlock. Pushes her off, ducks the slap, fireman's carry. Carmella is very serious here. We've seen some impressive things from Carmella this season. I will say that. Backdrop. I mean, she's had matches with the top level women in this division. Ducks the clothesline. Starlight Kid gets thrown into the corner. Snap suplex. Going up high, maybe looking for that frog splash, and she missed! She just barely missed. Just by an inch, and that could have put it all away right there if Carmella didn't move out of the way, but she poked her in the eye through the mask. Starlight Kid wants to be an icon. She wants to be a mascot for any future Joshi wrestlers. She wants to be someone that little girls look up to. And Carmella only cares about herself and Corey Graves. And it's gross. They were kissing backstage and it made me vomit. Fireman's carry. But when you're here in the undercard, it really is only about you. Only you can determine your fate. You have to fight and scratch and claw and do anything you can to get the edge over your opponent in these matches. And Starlight Kid is going to make sure that happens. Picking her up by the hair. Headlock takeover. Carmella with the reversal. The counter with the legs. Chasing her down. Kick to the midsection. Knocks her down for a cover, but not even a 1 count. That was more about the resiliency of Starlight Kid than the speed of the referee. Going up top, and this is a dangerous place to be! Frog splash lands, but the feet were on the ropes. Unfortunate positioning for Starlight Kid, but the damage has been done. That's her finishing move, that frog splash. And she's doing it again to the back of Carmella. Finisher spam! Finisher spam! I thought she was going to do it again. I don't know why she didn't go for a cover there. That might be the inexperience of Starlight Kid. She's got too much pride. She just wants to keep fighting and going. And sometimes you gotta slow things down. Oh boy, lightning spiral. Fisherman hooks the leg and Carmella grabbed the ropes again. Finisher stolen! Stolen finisher, the super kick. Carmella's super kick was used against her there. That's always a hype moment when a finisher gets stolen. And oh my god! Skull end. The submission. We haven't seen that since Steve Blackman was here. Good God. And now with the legs. Stolen finisher. It's a very rare event here in Fire Pro, and it's always exciting to see on the undercard. Got knocked down by an awkward collision. Frog Splash takes the advantage of the botch. 1, 2, and what a finish that would have been, but Carmella somehow was too determined to kick out. That was a 2.5, and that would have been an incredible finish. And now, Moonwalk DDT. Signature move. Almost glitched her right out of the arena. Oh, reversal. Almost looked like Carmella was going for a chokeslam. Got caught by an elbow. Oh boy. Who's got the sharper elbows? Dropkick wins. Frog splash coming. But no, Carmella back to her feet. And she would have been in the ropes anyway, so I'm glad that Starlight Kid didn't make that attempt again. You gotta watch the positioning. Moonwalk DDT in the center of the ring. Both women up at the same time. And Starlight Kid just got caught by a big clothesline. Forearms. Got her stunned. Had the advantage, but got countered. Carmella is always quick to fire back. And there's a scoop slam right on the Monster Gains logo. 100% whey protein. Frog splash again. This has to be it.
2, 3.
Yes. Starlight Kid might have a chance to go into the cage. Well, I'll have to double check on things, but you'll find out next week either way. And next up, we're going all the way to the bottom of the rankings. Let me just clarify that in the women's division, ODB is 0-4, and in the undercard division, Bully Ray is 0-5. So somebody's got to get their first victory, because they ain't going to make it to the finale, and they ain't going to become champions, but at least they can go away and say, hey, at least I won one match. Now, the funny thing about this match is, I could actually see TNA Impact doing this match. I think ODB would be down for it. This is the first intergender match, the first women versus undercard division. Man versus whatever ODB is. There's a double clothesline off the ropes into the corner. Here comes the BAM! And she doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care who you are. ODB is one of the toughest women on the planet. And just her finisher has not worked at all this season. We saw her hit somebody with like 10 TKOs. And it just couldn't even get a 3 count, so that's her downfall. And Bully Ray just booting her in the face. No fucks given from him either. This is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a brawl. This is the kind of match that only I would book. Yeah, fuck it, do it. Pile driver! Oh my god! ODB. If you know anything about wrestling, you need to know that ODB is tough, but Bully Ray dropped her with a pile driver, which I feel like is not the first time he's done that to a woman. Oh, airplane spin. There are no tables matches in Fire Pro. Doesn't exist. Pile driver. Elbow drop. Those big elbows from Bully Ray. And I know why you asked, because obviously Bully Ray, one half of Team 3D / the Dudley Boys, made the tables match famous. Bam! Right into the corner, getting squished by the big boobs. Coconut crush, and there's the big elbow. But Bully Ray is in singles competition this season. Although, Devon Dudley has also been in the undercard before, in a previous season. So, the possibilities that they end up as a team one day is there. Just not this season. Takes them down to Spin Town. Back into the corner you go, and you get squished. Did you order catfish for dinner? Too bad, you're getting some Southern cooking right now. Oh, God. ODB with the offense and the huge German deadlifting over her head. Bully Ray is not a small man to be tossed around like that. Cutter! Quick cutter. That might put it away. No. Only a 2 count here. There's a Uranagi. And Bully Ray now with some big moves that would hurt anyone. He likes to beat people up And I'm sure that ODB's been in more bar fights than Bully Ray has, which is kind of hard to believe, but it's true. Clothesline. Returns the favor. He loves putting old ladies through tables. That's true. So, hey, he might do it here, but we'll see. Off the ropes. I can't say what ODB stands for. You should Google it. I'm just saying, this match was probably meant to happen somehow. Oh boy. The J.O. suplex over the top. 1, 2. Queen style. 2.5. I'm a big fan of that move. We haven't seen that in a long time. And ODB pulled it out here, and it almost got her the 3. Back into the corner. That's a dangerous place to be. Unless you just hit her with a cutter. I guess that works too. Slow to recover though. No attempt of a pinfall there. Clothesline, flexing on her. Do you know who I am? Says the podcast owner here. Bully Ray has a podcast. And there was a side slam from behind. Elbow knocks him down. You think he's had ODB on his podcast? Probably not. Busted Open Radio is what it's called. TKO! And she was unsuccessful again. The worst finisher in the undercard. Got her by the wrist. Got her from behind. German suplex to you. And there's a couple punches to the face by ODB, and down she goes to the groin. And just going to sit right on your face. What a situation to be in if you're Bully Ray. You want competition. Here you go. You asked for it. Running power slam, ODB just lifting him over her head and pressing him down to the mat and just going to sit right on your face. Gives a whole new meaning to smelling fresh. Elbow. Gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass. On the shoulders, TKO. Can she do it? She can howl to the moon all she wants, but she's got to get the finish. But no, Bully Ray denies it. There's the endurance of Bully Ray. Headbutt. Right to the balls. 12 minutes into this matchup. Bottom of the rankings. They're just fighting for a 1 in the W column and nothing else. TKO. An embarrassing season could end here for somebody, but there was a rope break and a choke slam. Out of the ropes. This is not where you want to bring the fight. There's a steel chair to the back. This is not what you want to do if you're ODB. I think this is a mistake. You don't want to get extreme with Bully Ray. TKO on the outside. Maybe adding some impact to the move. Very thin padding. Nothing but concrete underneath. Gets a hammer fist to the face. And again with the TKO. Spamming the finisher. That is what she does. But it hasn't worked all season long. And there's a couple of kendo sticks. Good God. They're bringing out the weapons now. You wanted tables? Well, we got wood. It's just a different kind of wood. And there's a power bomb on the outside. Everything's legal here in the undercard. Weapons are encouraged. Clothesline. There's a baseball bat. Swinging for the New York Yankees. Representing Hell's Kitchen. Big Yankees fan, Bully Ray. Using that bat like Derek Jeter. And here comes the kendo stick as well, maybe? Gotta stay away from danger. ODB making the smart move to stay away from that. But you can only run for so long. Oh boy, press slam outside. Oh my God, what a sledgehammer! All the way from the apron down to the forehead of ODB, and she flicked him off. She's pissed now. She's fueled on tequila, and she is angry. She's got a flask in her back pocket, I'll guarantee you that. Bubba Cutter on the outside. There's half a table. You wanted a table, you got half of one. I don't know if he's going to use it. And I don't think ODB wants to let him. There's the other half. He already broke that table on somebody backstage, and now he's bringing the broken pieces out to bash her over the head. Oh, God. This is turning into a street fight. TKO. How many is that? 3, 4? There's been a couple of those. This is exactly how I wanted this match to go, by the way. I wanted it to be brutal and violent and just dirty. There's nothing pretty here. This is violence. This is what we love to see. ODB stands out for this reason. I don't think there would be too many other women that would volunteer for this match, and this could be the end of Bully Ray's career. Oh, God. Not a lot more to say about doing nothing but losing. We've had a couple seasons where, for some reason, a competitor is just unable to get a single win. Who here, out of these two, will get that single win for Season 7? Yes! Buffalo Sleeper, all the way from Buffalo, New York, and there was a rope break. Hip toss, and she's gonna grab the kendo, and that's going straight through the forehead of Bully Ray. I'm sure he's used to it though. Former member of the ECW roster, very familiar with extreme matchups. And it's over! She tapped out! Bully Ray with a submission victory. Not exactly how I thought it was gonna end, but either way, it's over. That got a little bit crazy, and I like it. I like to see it. Next up, we've got Rikishi versus Chucky. It is the largest man on the roster versus the smallest man. I guess Chucky's a living doll. Anyway, it's Rikishi versus Chucky. Undercard division. Here we go. Fight. And we've seen some crazy things from Chucky this season. He's pulled out all kinds of weapons and voodoo magic and I don't know what the hell. He broke CM Punk's neck and somehow still lost that match, so he's got to be frustrated going into this match. I would imagine that Chucky is not in a good mood. Not that he's ever in a good mood, but you know what I mean? Like, he's got to be frustrated from a recent loss. Now he's got to deal with Rikishi, who's not an easy victory. And there's a test of strength, and Chucky couldn't win it, so he had to go with a headbutt. I don't know if Chucky's aware of the Samoan headbutts, and there's one for you. He did it as I mentioned it. That was perfect timing by Rikishi. We always mention it, and I feel like if you don't understand this, there's a weird thing about Samoans like breaking coconuts over their heads, and that's why their heads are stronger or something. And so a lot of the Samoan bloodline, the Akoi bloodline, will use headbutts. That Polynesian heritage coming into play in the movesets. It's Pretty cool. There's another one. And Chucky's head is made out of plastic, so I don't really know if it's going to affect him that much. There's a roll-up. Nothing there. And a test of will. Couple of fists. Pair of knuckles. And a DDT. Throw that in there, too. We got it all. You want crazy and wild matchups? We got that. You want to see Rikishi getting chopped in the corner? It just happened. A couple uppercuts to the face, and Rikishi just going to shrug it off, but a low blow. Ding dong, rung the bell. Gonna need to put some WD-40 on that one. Because that ain't gonna feel good in the morning. Catches the leg. And there's a scoop slam. Rikishi just tossing him like the doll that he is.
Gone.
Now, you don't... A lot of people get confused. They think, oh, Chucky's like, you know, invincible and has survived fires and he can just replicate himself. That's not how it works, okay? It's got to be a 3 count. There was only a 1 off of that Luthez press. You don't have to kill Chucky. You just have to keep him down for 3 seconds. That's all you got to do. Another low blow. And it's harder done and easier said, you know? Easier said than done, as Rikishi was trying to hit him with a big super kick and missed by a mile. Got caught by an uppercut here. They're brawling in the center of the ring. There's a scissors kick by Chucky. 1, 2. Adam Anderson was going for a 3, but was denied by the shoulder of Rikishi, lifting off of the canvas. And there's a big backbreaker, snapping him in half, and the world's largest ass just landing down on Chucky. Now, I don't care what you're made of. That's a big butt. Rikishi using his asset to his advantage. The largest man in the roster this season, by far. And there's the Rikishi driver! Drops him straight on the head, but he's breathing heavy, slow to... No, he was slow to recover. There's a bear hug. This is almost like a desperation attempt by Rikishi. He couldn't get a pinfall, so he had to go for a submission. I don't know if he's gassed himself out or if he's hurt, and now Chucky's going to take the advantage here. Stab him in the head with a utensil. He pulled that out of his drawers. You know how you have a utensil drawer? He's wearing drawers. He's wearing that jumpsuit. Overalls.
Oh no!
And there's another. He's got a fork. And he's stabbing Rikishi in the head. And Rikishi's now bleeding. Blood confirmed for Undercard Season 7. Going up high. Could it be the Dragon Run? Oh, yes! The finisher. 1, 2. Oh! Wow. Under 10 minutes for Chucky to get the Dragon Rana off. Unbelievable finish by Chucky there. And we were stuck in the pin animation, but it's okay. Wow. Hey, man. That was like a 10 count, I guess. He could have kept counting. The match was over. He was done. But it's great to see somebody win off of their finishing move here. Next up, we got a big match. A match I'm excited to watch. It's Kurt Angle versus Rhino. And they've got nothing to lose. Rhino's had an interesting season as he's been almost in that #1 contendership picture and was just always shy of missing the opportunity. Holy 2004, that's damn right. It's true, it's true, it's damn true. It's Kurt frickin' Angle, who's had a couple wins and a couple losses, and he's had a mediocre season at this point, I would say. And obviously Kurt Angle has the highest expectations anyone could have. We had high hopes for Kurt, but I think he almost believes in himself more than other people do. He just has that level of competition, that level of competitiveness inside himself where he's used to being the best. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's one of the greatest champions of all time. But here in the undercard, he won the title early on and then just lost it immediately. And doesn't really have a chance at it again here in Season 7, but at least he could end the season with some dignity by getting a couple more wins before it's all said and done. Rhino, not going to make that easy for Kurt Angle with that clothesline, short arm style. Go for the elbow. Brutality at its best, and there's the shoulder block. Rhino's going to come at you hard and fast, and you might be into it. I don't know. Chop, strike, chop, strike, chop wins for Rhino off the exchange, and we're twisting the neck of Kurt Angle, and Rhino knows about the injuries that Kurt Angle has had. Broke his frickin' neck twice, at least. Has had multiple concussions, knee surgeries. Kurt Angle's probably been injured more than any other wrestler on the planet. Welcome to Sunday Night Heat. I don't know. This might be too big of a match for Sunday Night Heat. This is definitely a SmackDown matchup, though. Boston Crab in the corner. Using a submission against Kurt Angle is a risk you're willing to take, I guess. I wouldn't do it, but good luck with you. Backbreaker. That's probably more the style that Rhino needs to be. Groggy opponent from behind, clothesline. I thought he might have gone for the gore, but he went for the clothesline instead, and maybe that's just the experience that these two have. These are veteran wrestlers, and like somebody in chat mentioned, this is a 2004 matchup, and they've both been wrestling since 2004, at least. Kurt Angle, the fastest rising rookie in wrestling history, and there's a spine buster by Rhino, and Kurt Angle, with the legendary endurance, just got right back up like it was nothing. There's a powerbomb straight down to the canvas. Good God. Nothing but pure power by Rhino. Other big men flex their muscles. Rhino doesn't have to. He just embodies pure workforce. Workforce from a workhorse, and there's Kurt Angle going to the eyes. Breaking the eyes of Rhino, trying to blind him so he can't see. Locked up and clotheslined. Oh, Kurt going to the leg now. We haven't seen the ankle lock in a little bit. I don't know why he doesn't use it more. Maybe he's got other plans in store. Maybe that's why he hasn't been more successful in Season 7. Oh, body buster. Falls forward. Plants him right on his face. From behind, there's a German to Kurt. Kurt Angle's usually the one with the Germans, and Rhino's in his head now. Body buster again. Rhino knows what to expect from Kurt Angle. I think pretty much everybody does. Kurt Angle with one of the most legendary, well-known movesets of all time, and he's going up high, but he changed his mind. Had something scouted and didn't find it. Schoolboy, nothing there.
10 minutes gone.
Powerbomb again in the corner. 10 minutes gone in this matchup. Oh! Here's the speed and the technical ability of Kurt Angle, just chopping you right down, countering you at every chance he gets. But Rhino, not going to let anything stop him from moving forward. Gutbuster by Angle. Keylock applied. Yeah, he's been wrestling since ECW days. Kurt Angle's been wrestling since fucking high school. I would say Kurt Angle has the most wrestling experience out of the two, but these are certified veterans of the business. Over 20 years of experience on each side. And there's the Angle Slam! First finisher of the match. And it could be the last finisher if he can get the 3 off the jackknife. 1, 2, and no! It was a good attempt, but still not enough. And Kurt Angle going again with the roll-up. Quick cradle by Angle. And there's a German. Finally, he got one. Woo! And he's feeling himself. He was excited about that one, so he taunted. Oh, off the rope. Score! 1, 2. No, Angle kicked out of the gore. Rhino earlier kicked out of the Angle Slam. This is what we want to see. Headbutt misses. Angle's in trouble. Spinebuster. The man beast has come to dominate. He's come to claim his territory, and there's a TKO by Rhino. And here comes another shoulder block. Gearing up for more. Uppercut. Knocks down the Angle. Kurt with the reversal backslide. You never know what Kurt Angle's going to do. He's got so many moves in his arsenal. And you may say a backslide is a simple maneuver, but it definitely effective late in the match where you could get an easy 3 out of it. Didn't get the 3, but this match continues until we have a winner. German. There's another suplex. That's 2 for Kurt Angle, and there's an Angle Slam! They dropped him. He got him. Oh, what a huge kick out by Rhino. Good gravy. Who brought the turkey? Because we got some gravy here. Drop toe hold. Back and forth action here in the undercard. We love to see it. The ranking booked this match, but I probably would have if I could have. And there's a gore! 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 No. German. There's 3. 2 Angle Slams. 2 gores. And there's a 3rd Angle Slam! And Rhino goes all the way to the outside! The damage was done, but Rhino has safety for a moment at least. Pinfalls only accepted inside the ropes here, inside the ring, and Kurt gets him with the 3. He came back in too early. Rhino should have taken more time to recover. Angle with the victory. I'm happy about that one. I'm happy about that one. I'm always happy when we have good matches. Next up, a main event that will shape how Season 7 ends. This is the keys to the cage right here. Chris Jericho versus Neo from the Matrix. The winner will face Bugs Bunny next week at Rage in a Cage 2. That means that it's basically going from 4 possible winners down to 3. This is gonna be this is gonna be crazy. a rematch main event between these two, as they've remained with high positioning in the rankings. Chris Le Ocho Jericho wants to become Undercard champion, but this is his only opportunity here, as Neo just dodged whatever that was going to be. He can dodge a bullet, he can dodge a clothesline. They faced each other in a match, earlier on in the season, and we called that one the Code Breakers, because Neo has broken into the Matrix code, and of course Jericho uses the Code Breaker as one of his big moves. But this is all about the keys to the cage. The winner will go on to our all cage match pay-per-view next week, Rage in a Cage 2. I'm excited to bring it back. I want to do it every season, as it will be the last pay-per-view stop before the finale. That means Jericho has currently like a 1 in 4 chance, or a 1 in 5 chance, maybe. I'm not good at math. He could win. He could win the season. And I feel like he hasn't done a lot. Walls of Jericho by Neo! Neo stealing a finisher. Fire Pro didn't claim that as a technical stolen finisher, but Walls of Jericho obviously is his finisher there. Elbows. All that matters is a victory here in this #1 contendership. Neo with the leg drop, getting slapped in the face, glasses still on. That's how you know he's tough. He gets hit by everything and his sunglasses stay on because he's just that damn cool. And anything is possible in the world of the Matrix. And Neo, a former Undercard champion, could be crowned once again before all is said and done here in Season 7. That would be quite the ending for Neo. Fist drop. He's been up there before, you know? Jericho hasn't. That's the only difference, really. And being a contender is great. Down the rabbit hole! But being a champion is better, and Neo might be a future champion, but a 2 off of the finish by Neo. Jericho with the sleeper has to slow things down. Neo, some claim to be an overpowered character, but on even footing here against the great Chris Jericho, who's been successful everywhere he goes, and he really has to do something big here. Stomps on the balls. That's going to hurt anybody, even Neo. Blockbuster. Foot is on the ropes. Good call by the referee. I saw it. He saw it. We all saw it. Neo missing the Kung Fu moves. He knows Kung Fu and he knows how to use it. Sometimes he even pulls out the Glock. Pulls out those dual pistols. We might see that here. I don't know. Neo again with the blockbuster, turning it into a pin, and it was almost the 3. The Ocho almost got a trio. From behind, German rolling over, clutching Jericho's legs, but the ropes were there again. Position advantage for Jericho, and when it comes to this, when it comes to the ring, oh, spiral kick. Jericho has all the advantage in the knowledge as far as the wrestling goes, but Neo cannot be denied and will not stop. He can defeat Agent Smith, he can defeat the Machine Overlords, but can he defeat Y2J? Chris Jericho with a roll-up 1! I got excited. I thought that could have been it right there. Any one of these moves could end the match. That's how the undercard is. All it takes is one big move, one roll-up, one Northern Light suplex, but the feet were on the ropes for Neo. Blocks the strike. 10 minutes in our main event, and there's down the rabbit hole the finisher by Neo. He didn't go for the cover, and he's going to pay for it. What the hell was Neo thinking? Yeah, it could end on a critical. You're right. We've seen that before. 1, 2. The only way to win a match here in the undercard is a 3-count pinfall, a critical knockout, or a submission.
You dumbass!
Calling him a dumbass. Turning it into the walls of Jericho. Submission applied. Will Neo tap out? But he's used to bending backwards to dodge the bullets. So how effective is that against Neo? You tell me, because it didn't work there for Jericho. And now, with the headbutt. Another WB property in a main event. Multiverses owes me a paycheck. Karate chop. Oh, look at the speed! Get downloaded, son. Deja vu. And he's calling for more. He says, just fucking bring it. Bring on the floating numbers. Y2J just got kicked in the head. There ain't no Jericho Appreciation Society here. He has to do it on his own, and Neo got caught.
1, 2,
Through. That was so close.
all right,
Judas
baby.
elbow. The Judas effect elbow. No! Kick out. There's a Judas in my mind. And he caught that one full. Oh boy, Tiger Bomb.
You dumbass!
And Chris Jericho with the walls. The walls of Jericho are locked in deep. But it wasn't meant to be, not yet. Jackknife, wait a minute.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, another jackknife finish. And Neo bows in respect. Once again, a jackknife finish here in the undercard. But you cannot dispute that at 15 minutes and 2 seconds in that match, Neo is now the #1 contender, which means he will face Bugs Bunny. That's like a 1 in 3 chance that Neo could win Season 7. That's unbelievable when you really think about it. Let's just do a recap before we talk about next week. We have Green Team as the #1 contenders. Mil Muertes hit the flatliner for the win. Starlight Kid defeated Carmella. Bully Ray and ODB got a little bit violent. Chucky defeated Rikishi with his finisher. Kurt Angle and Rhino had a great match, but Kurt Angle came out with the win. And in our main event, Neo defeated Chris Jericho one more time. Neo versus Bugs Bunny. Next week at Rage in the Cage 2, all the matches will be in the steel cage. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be crazy. They will be locked inside. And that means that the winner of Neo vs. Bugs Bunny will defend their title in the finale, no matter what. So it's shaping out to be an interesting back end of Season 7. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week for Rage in a Cage 2.